Alright, you know how to start a video. Boom. Osmo 3, and iced lattes. You guessed it. It's a moment review.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
Worst thing ever right here. They're just gonna hear like my blown.
I was gonna say
front right pushing.
Also, shout out to Niles in post editing a 7-minute video.
We are out here today for another video with Mike.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for being here. We are gonna talk about the Osmo Mobile 3.
YouTube life.
This is now my favorite filmmaking kit. I have moment lenses, my Osmo, filters, all just right in this little fanny pack. That rocks. Let's go! Out here being an influencer, no worries. We were just super eager to shoot with this thing, actually put it on, start it up, and get some shots with it. First impressions are super good, so let's dive into basically why the Osmo rocks and why we think it's cool. All right, so right off the bat is the size and foldability. This thing's actually lighter than the Osmo 2, yet it feels more robust. And the fact that it can fold down to this small, down, click. That can fit so many places. That could fit in my jacket pocket. That can fit in the, did we forget the sling? In the Moment fanny sling. Gear is just a tool and it's only useful when you actually use it. I can't tell you how many times I've lugged a gimbal up a mountain or brought it across the world for a shoot and either didn't set it up at all or just set it up a couple of times because one, we didn't have enough time to shoot or it'd be too cumbersome to set it up. The fact that you can keep this thing in your pocket and set it up in seconds is huge. Horizontal, vertical. That's a pretty cool new feature. All right, so another awesome thing about the new design is that the headphone jack and, wait, what is the headphone jack?
What is the headphone jack?
So you could actually have a USB cord coming out of here, charging your phone while shooting. So if you're ever worried about your phone dying, fixes that problem. Also, the motor is now way more to the right. If you remember on the Osmo 2, it was kind of in the middle, which means if you're shooting a wide lens that you're gonna get the motor in the shot. Now that fixes that problem. Another thing is that the handle is now at like a 15-degree angle, a little more, which just kind of sits a little more comfortable for filming. A lot of gear you use for an extended period of time, so if it has a weird ergonomical design, it's gonna just kind of be cumbersome. Now, having that little bit of an angle makes filming a little bit easier. All right, so if you are already sold on this gimbal because it's 119 bucks, which is a great price point for this thing, you can actually click the link below to buy. If you don't have a gimbal yet, I would highly recommend this. And even if you do, yeah, this thing's dope. The fact that you can just put it in your pocket, honestly, is the biggest game changer for me. So yeah, let's keep shooting. That car is sick.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
All right, the reason we used the boosted board in all honesty is just because Mike really wanted to ride it. Now we'll do it.
So fun.
Now we'll do it with no boosted board.
All right, so if you want to film in underslung mode like this, you just got to make sure you hold it at a little bit of an angle so the gimbal in the back doesn't get in the way. But overall, super sick for filming low and up top. I'm out of breath.
Can we do 2 iced lattes?
16 or 20 ounce?
16 ounce. And then can I do mine with oat milk, please? All right, so it's like 6 o'clock and we're still drinking lattes because this video is not done. We have more things to test, but we do love making videos for you guys, so we have fun. All right, so now we are gonna dive into the Osmo 3 Mobile Plus Moment. So we are gonna test our lenses. They did some testing with the anamorphic, so we'll just see which lenses work without a counterweight. So when they were designing this gimbal, they tested our anamorphic lens on it to see if it would work without a counterweight. But right now we're gonna test all of our lenses. I have every lens but the macro is pretty light. So if a wide works, if these other lenses work, then the macro will work as well. All right, so first up is the anamorphic lens. Something to keep in mind as you are putting your phone in is that you kind of can line it up anywhere in the clamp. So right now it's kind of a little that way, so it's gonna be heavy on the left. If you move this over, you see like, okay, like that's starting to look a little better. So right now I have it pretty much all the way. I have an iPhone XS to where like the little button is on my case. Yeah, so let's just turn this thing on. Seems like it should work pretty well. So there it goes in vertical mode, 1, 2. Now you are shooting horizontal. And then boom, yeah, I mean that seems to be working pretty well.
Sick.
All right, the next lens we'll do is the Superfish. Yeah, it's a little wonky there, so let me turn it off. I'm gonna move it over. So basically, what you kind of want to watch out for is where, if it's pushing on any of the buttons. But so right now it's like I have it kind of on the buttons, but it seems to be the good spot for balance. So again, this is all without a counterweight. You're just kind of finagling it. So there's vertical, and there is horizontal. Okay, Superfish lens. All right, here's the Superfish vertical mode on the Osmo 3.
Looking pretty fly.
Works pretty good. All right, here's real time, switch to horizontal. Camera won't flip though.
Boom.
Yeah, all right, so here is the 58mm lens, one of our heaviest lenses. There it is in horizontal mode. Cool. Yeah, looking good. This is the 58. Very similar weight to the wide.
Stabilized.
This is the 58 vlog style. Not good.
No.
Not good.
Not
but I will say, very similar to the wide in that has to be pushed over a lot. Got to watch your volume buttons and stuff. The wide lens, also very heavy. Go ahead and turn that off. Okay, here's the wide lens. Okay, vertical. And there is horizontal. So, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of throwing that around. It's
Pretty good.
pretty good. This is a wide lens test right here. Wide lens test. It works as long as the lens is really kicked over. Basically, as you put the phone in, you kind of have the option of where to place it. For the wide, you definitely want to scooch it pretty close to the clamp. With any gimbal, the more you stabilize it before you turn it on, the better it's gonna be balanced. That's just a universal thing. So yeah, here's a test. Here's me running. Selfie running. Here's me running more.
Love the commitment.
Okay, I just learned something kind of cool. When you turn the gimbal, okay, let me just show you. Okay, so here I am, it's on, right? When I turn it off, it's gonna go like this, because this is so sick. Then you just go, boom, and then it locks in. One feature that I'm super impressed by with the new Osmo 3 is the new Active Track 3.0. Basically what it does is it recognizes face and shoulders and then tracks you. So you throw it in Active Track in the Mimo app, you just drag a little square around the face of your subject and then you're good. Go that way. Whoa. Go that way.
Oh, it's pretty fast.
It's pretty smooth too, dude. Do it one more time. The next is sport mode, and just so you know, these are all features in the Mimo app. If I didn't say that already, you download their app. There's tons of great features in there. And yeah, so this one is sport mode. And what sport mode does is basically makes everything super tight and responsive. So there's something called window and pan and tilt on your gimbal, and it basically makes that super tight. So as you're like whipping around, following the action, it's super responsive. The last feature is story mode. This is a super cool thing. If you are new to filmmaking, don't have any editing software, or just don't have time to edit in general, I see this great for people who use social media a lot, who want to post things. Basically it just cuts down editing time. Honestly, it's terrifying because I feel like at some point I'm gonna be out of a job.
Here I am where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen.
If you are looking to get into filmmaking and want to do it on a budget, the Osmo 3 Mobile, our anamorphic lens, and our photo case are the best filmmaking kit value, like bang for your buck. Let us know in the comments if you have any more questions. I think overall that the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 over delivers for the price point. I think this thing is super quality, and I think if you were to purchase one today, you would not be disappointed. More videos about this will be coming out. We kind of want to put this thing through like filmmaking paces. This video was more just about introducing you to it and all the features. So yeah, Mike, thanks for being here.
Let's go get some pad thai.
Let's go eat. I'm so hungry.